Good morning. StreamYard is doing something weird. So I have to bring up my YouTube and see what is going on. Oh my goodness. Oh, it looks fine on here. I do not know what it's doing up on my screen, but at least I look okay on here. Craziness. I have been messing with it for the last 6 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what it did, but I look okay on here, so good morning. Good morning, Marcy. I think that I finally found a perfect red. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had been on the hunt for, here, let me show you, for a red lipstick, and I wanted one that had more of a blue base. And I think I found it. And you guys, it's LA Colors, $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. It is drying though. It's really drying, but I think I really think that I found the red I've been looking for. It is called Victory. So it makes me wonder if I wasn't looking for a 1940s inspired red instead of a 1950s inspired red. I don't know. I've got a couple of updates for you guys on my 2025 projects. So thanks, Marcy. You know that I'm trying to go through all of my earrings. I have successfully worn earrings for 12 of the last 15 days, which is huge because generally the only time I was wearing earrings was if I was filming or live. But unfortunately, there are only a couple of things that I'm getting, rid of. I've kept everything else. So this pair of earrings, this teeny tiny pair of earrings that look like this, and then this ear cuff, simply because it will not stay on my ear. So I'm not being very successful at actually getting rid of earrings, but at least I am going through them and trying them out. Today I'm doing gold, where normally I do silver. And we are going to pick our daily affirmation card. Just going to pick straight out of the center. Let's see. Oh, we've got two stuck together. Put that one back. Be groovy or leave, man. That sounds like a Cheech and Chong quote. I never watched those movies. I used to work in a video store, and those movies were always getting stolen. But be groovy or leave, man. Okay, that's a fun one for today. And I found a second. Good morning, Roxana. I found a second souvenir piece. So updated you on the earrings. Let's talk about the souvenir. So this was our first one, Alaska. And remember the rules. It has to be under $2. It has to be small. And it has to be vintage and only from the state and not a tourist attraction inside the state. So like no Grand Canyon, no, we're not doing any of that. Look, 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 look. Iowa. Isn't it great? It's got this fun piece set into the boot. And then it still has its Japan sticker. And it's this big. So size-wise, a little bit bigger than this one. This same vendor also had, I picked this up at Flea Market on Saturday. And the same vendor also had state plates, the little state plates. But I I'd rather find things that are more interesting than the plates. I mean, we'll go with plates if it's towards the end of the year, or I find one I really, really like, but not ready to just get plates yet. So I was super excited. So now we have 2 of 50. 2 down, 48 to go. But I think that it also is helping me to take a little bit more time and look at the shelves a little bit more deeply. Does that make sense? Like, I'll do a scan for the bigger items and, like glass vases and the pieces that, draw my attention automatically without me having to look. But I think that since I'm focusing on these small souvenir pieces, I'm also looking at everything on the shelves just a bit closer. So it might be a really good thing. Okay, I think that was our updates. Not getting rid of any of the jewelry yet, unfortunately, and I don't think I'm going to be sticking the earrings that I'm getting rid of into my daughter's jewelry jar, because if there was something in my earrings that she liked, she probably already took it. So I'm not going to be dumping them into her jar. But if you guys missed, let me move Raggedy Ann and Andy. We've actually started to get jewelry into the bottom of her jewelry jar. Woohoo! So mid-January, my projects for 2025, I think are going pretty well. Oh, we'll sit back down. Okay, sorry. I disturbed them. The other thing I wanted to ask you guys, and we do have some Stuff Your e-reader days coming up toward the end of January. So I'm hoping to get a little video out next week so that you guys, if you use an e-reader, if you use a Kindle, if you use a Nook, if you read on an app on your phone, these Stuff Your e-reader days are events where you can get free books. So I believe there's 3 coming up. One of them is really small. It's only got 50 books. But as soon as I have websites for all of them, I will make a video. For the one on the 23rd, it's a mystery Stuff Your e-reader. And I don't have a website on that one yet, but I will make a little video if you guys enjoy those. And then I'm considering deleting my Instagram. How do you guys feel about that? I've hardly been using it at all. I don't want to get political, or, I mean, some people think that it's political. It's not political. I just don't want my money going toward another billionaire. I'm also looking at alternate ways to buy some of my supplies other than Amazon, because there again, money is going toward a billionaire. So I don't know. I might be, there are some alternate apps. They're much smaller, but also I'm not getting engagement on Instagram. And even the people I follow, like when Daniel announces he's going to do a live, I never see it until after the live. So I've been frustrated with Instagram for quite a while, but it is the only other business related social media app I have. I got rid of Facebook completely, I think in 2015, 2016. No, maybe it was 2018. Maybe it was right after my hysterectomy in 2017, but I got rid of that quite a while ago. Never did Twitter. I created a LinkedIn profile for a minute and thought that was stupid and never did that again. I've never had a Snapchat. Don't use WhatsApp. So I don't know. I try to keep my online presence pretty simple just because I don't have the time and energy for a bunch of different things. But I don't know. If I suddenly disappear from Instagram, you guys will know why. I'm going to jump right into the sale today. Our weather here Super sunny, super, super cold. Yesterday we got snow that we didn't know we were getting, and it made everybody's drive home from work very, very, very treacherous. But today the sun's out. So Ohio in winter is always interesting. But the full moon was gorgeous night before last. It was shining straight into my window. I'm like, what is so light out there? Look out, full moon's rising. It was beautiful. But weather has been a little crazy because we just didn't even know we were going to get that snow yesterday. And it started about noon and snowed straight through until early evening. All right. If you saw it last week, it's going to be cheaper this week. And then I do have fantastic new items. So excited to show you guys those things. But we're going to start out with the vintage noisemaker. So I'm going to go ahead and show you it works. Aw, Roxana. Since it was shining straight in my window, I put some of my crystals on the window ledge to recharge, and I never remember to do that, but it was like shining straight in. Has this super cute couple on the front. It's unmarked. And it is $5, number 22. $5, number 22. Next up, this is a new item. Picked this up this weekend. It is a little pitcher and bowl. No chips, no cracks, and this is Art Mark, made in Japan. Yeah, Art Mark, original Art Mark, made in Japan. It's one of the little ones. Growing up, I think my mom had one of these sitting as decor in her living room, and it is $6, number 98. $6, number 98. And thank you guys for being here this morning. Next up is the gorgeous pink and green little bowl with roses. It's unmarked, but it's most likely German made. No chips, no cracks. It's the size. If you guys want a size on anything, I can measure it. Taking a mark down to $5, number 33. $5, number 33. Got another little dish. This one's very mid-century with these gold flecks on it. It's got little feet on the bottom. It's a leaf shape. No chips, no cracks. And it has taken a mark down as well to $5, number 25. $5, number 25. Next up, this is a random lot of brass wall plaques. So probably originally these butterflies would have had a third one. Now there's only two, and you can see, I don't know if it's rust or corrosion. I don't know what brass gets, but there is some corrosion on these. So you've got two butterflies that are this size. So I believe this would have been a set of 3. You've got one single leaf. I've actually sold this whole set before, and there were 3. One single leaf. And then you're also going to get all of these pieces. So there's this piece, this piece, this piece, and then this leaf. And you will get all of that for $6, number 96. $6, number 96. If you're a fan of brass plaques, brass wall hangings, I got you. Next up, I found some vintage Metlocks. This is made in California. Poppy Trails by Metlocks. And somebody online did call this pattern, let me see if I can find it, Woodland Gold. This is the casserole or the covered serving dish. No chips, no cracks. Got handles that look like tree branches. There you can see the Metlocks. From handle to handle, it's 8.5 inches. Inside the dish is like 6. And the top also looks like a twig or a tree branch. $15, number 52. $15, number 52 for some vintage Metlocks. Got the handmade quiche dish. This one is signed. No chips, no cracks. It's in this gorgeous green with like brown highlights. From edge to edge, we're looking at 9 inches. And it's taken a mark down to $15, number 81. $15, number 81. It feels so nice. Next up, we've got a little bit more of the brass plaques or metal. And they are these two Victorian ladies. So here is the first one. And both of them still have their wall hangers attached. Here is the second one. These are most likely home interiors. And there's her. They're unmarked, but most likely home interiors. And I could not find an example of a third one of these. So maybe these were sold just as a pair. $10, number 17 for the pair of them. $10, number 17. And I've been real careful to set them down so they don't get bent. It's very thin metal on those. You saw this one last week. It's the salt glazed signed oil lamp with the blue and the green. Here's the bottom. And honestly, I don't know how these oil lamps work. I've watched other people sell them, so I knew they were a thing. It's 5 inches across the bottom. But I've never seen one actually being used. So it is signed by the artist there. It is stamped here, and it is signed again on the bottom. It's taken a mark down to $12, number 83. $12, number 83. And thank you guys for hanging out with me on this cold, cold January day. I passed up this little cutie the last time I was in Goodwill, and this time I couldn't pass her up again. I just had to buy her. She's a hobbyist piece from 1975. And I don't know what these were called. I don't know if they were a sewing caddy. You would have put your sewing scissors in here. There's a hole here. I'm not sure what would have gone here, but then she would have had the pin cushion back here. But you can see Max made this in 1975. And she's just charming. She's this big. Almost 7 inches tall. $8, number 65. $8, number 65. It's a pretty small, and hi, Catherine. It's a pretty small hole, so I wasn't sure. I don't think yarn, but maybe string. Yeah. Instead of a pin cushion, a ball of string. That's what it is. Catherine's so smart. String. Your scissors to cut the string, your string here, your ball of string here. So smart. I did find some of these in this shape that didn't have the hole here, and it already had the pin cushion was in here, which made me think pin cushion, but you are right because of this hole here. Yep. String. Next up. Oh, you guys, it's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. No cracks, no chips. This one I couldn't find in any of my books. But good morning, Linda. It was identified online as Northwood tree trunk pattern. So I have no idea if that is correct or not, but this is an antique. It's this tall. I can tell you exactly. At its tallest point, because it does have a finger that sticks up higher, we're looking at just over 10.5 inches tall. Here's the inside, and it is amethyst. The base of the carnival glass is amethyst. Hello, Tiger. But the oil slick colors on here are just absolutely stunning. So for our antique carnival glass vase, it is going to be $40, number 43. Thanks, Tiger. $40, number 43. And there are people on Instagram who I do enjoy their content. Tiger is one of them. So, ooh, Sheila's going to take that one. Thanks, Sheila. And that's the only reason I'm hesitating leaving Instagram is because there are people that I do follow on there who I like to see what they're up to. Tiger had just shown, was it flea market that you were at, Tiger? He showed pictures on Instagram. So I would miss that if I left Instagram. All right. I have got Sheila down for that. Thank you. It's a beaut. I was hoping someone would love it as much as I did. Okay, next up, we have a cactus, a wood cactus. And I don't know if it's ironwood. I don't know. When I peeled away the sticker, there was a $25 sticker underneath that. And it has this like tape on the bottom. I didn't mess with it. I didn't do anything to it. Just made sure it wasn't dusty. It is 7 inches tall and almost 4 inches wide. So it's this size. But no dings in the wood. He's not been conked on anything and lost pieces. So carved wood cactus, $15, number 57. $15, number 57. Yeah, I don't even have a private account on Instagram. I just have the Claudia K Vintage, and I just don't use it. I'm just hardly ever on there. I found another Starbucks mug. So the week before I'd found a Christmas one. This one, I found one of the States ones. So it is South Carolina. Good morning, Heather Elizabeth. I don't want to be political about it because it's far more than political for me, but I'm tired of my money going to billionaires. So, you know, I don't want to purchase from Amazon anymore. I don't want to have a Facebook and Instagram, a Twitter. It's not political. It's not political, but when there's so many of us that are struggling just to buy groceries, why should more of our money be going to these platforms? I'm struggling with it. Like the ethics of it, I think, is more, for me, it's not political, it's ethical. So, South Carolina Starbucks mug. And for those of you that don't know, I was actually born in South Carolina. I'm a South Carolina native. I love the pink. These have a really, really good hand feel. This one is from 2018, I believe. Let's see. It's the Across the Globe series. I didn't realize that they had a couple of different state series. But yeah, 2018. But this was the Across the Globe collection. And this is a 14 fluid ounce. Yeah, I don't give them any of my money either, Tiger, but the problem is they earn money off the ad revenue for the amount of time you're on there, the amount of ads that are shown while you're on there. So I don't know. Anyway, Starbucks mug, South Carolina, reds, yellows, pinks. It's really, really pretty. These are super fun. $20, number 29. $20, number 29. Next up is my second piece of really beautiful glass. And it is this Jack in the Pulpit clear glass with silver overlay bud vase. Now, it has lost, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. It's lost a lot of silver overlay right here, but the pattern here still very good. The pattern up here still very good. It has lost silver down here as well. So little Jack in the Pulpit vase. I know, Tiger, but I'm trying to be more intentional about it in 2025. Okay, we're looking at 5 1/4 inches tall at the tallest point back here. So just a bud vase. And it is $20, number 53. $20, number 53. Ooh, Heather Elizabeth, I've got the winter blues too. I always get seasonal affective disorder, but I have upped my vitamin D, and every 2 days I am making sure that I eat either an orange or a grapefruit because citrus helps. Also, I am sniffing my citrus essential oils because that is supposed to help as well. And I am doing better this January than I did last January. So we're going to take it, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. All right, I've got one more new vase. I still have at least one that I showed last week, but this one, how about a little brass, you guys? Is this etched brass, cut brass? I don't know. I don't sell enough brass to have done a deep dive into it, but this black and brass, so pretty. And we are looking at 11.5 inches tall. I know, that's a real problem, Tiger. Like, I just run out of this week my my magnesium, and I usually get it on Amazon. I can sometimes find it on the Vitacost, but you have to order a certain amount to get the free shipping, or you've got to pay that. It's a whole thing. So here's the inside. It's so pretty. Made in India, of course. Here's got its sticker on the bottom, made in India. And this vase is going to be $18, number 60. $18, number 60. I did not take vitamin D this summer for the first time because I was in my mom's pool so often. I didn't need to. But normally I take a large amount of vitamin D because when you have a chronic illness, you, for some reason, are much lower in vitamin D than normal people. And in the United States, normal people are usually low on their vitamin D. Yeah, AI, the whole AI thing is going to be interesting. I follow a lot of authors, and it has been a big fight in the author community for two reasons. First, people are using AI to assist them in writing their books. And second, authors are using AI to make covers for their books because they can't afford to pay an artist. So there's people who are so against anything AI, who are very, very angry with authors that are using AI. And I can see both sides of some of the points. But where do you draw that line between saying you're the author of a book or AI being the author? It's going to be interesting to be watching how this unfolds. All right, next up, we have the 2 Culver Christmas glasses. I'll show them to you separately. We have the Dachshunds, and there's the Culver. And then we have the Snowmen, and there's the Culver. I'm selling them as a set. They would not have come together originally. And the 2 Culver glasses are $15, number 78. Oh, thanks, Tiger. If you guys missed the beginning, I think I finally found the red lipstick that I have been hunting for. And I got it at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and it's LA Colors. But the name of it is Victory, right? Is that what I said? Yes, Victory. So maybe what I was looking for was a 1940s inspired red instead of a 1950s red. But I really like this one. I'm very happy with it. All right, so that was the Culver glasses. Next up, we have this super cool Italian pottery. Oh, Catherine, thank you. I like your style. Italian lidded box with this metal ring. So no chips, no cracks. got Italy right there. It's this size. So box part, we're looking at like 4 1/4. And the lid has this beautiful I love this ring on the top of it. It's just so cool. So the Italian lidded box has taken a markdown to just $10. $10, number 4. Catching up on the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Ooh. Okay, set that down carefully. Yeah, Catherine, it's just a really cool piece with that lid like that, the metal ring on the lid. I just think it's really cool. All right, we have got another Starbucks cup. I showed this one last week. This is a 16 ounce from 2019. It is Christmas. It's got gnomes on it. It's got Christmas trees. And I believe that is a fox making an angel in the snow. Nice and clean on the inside. It's one of their tall mugs. And this one has taken a markdown to $8, number 79. $8, number 79. I hope you do too, Tiger. You always have some really cool art when I look through your pictures. Next up, one single Georges Briard lowball glass. And it's got the seashells on it. It's in excellent condition, not a lot of wear to the gold. No chips, no cracks. It's got my fingerprints on it. It has taken a markdown to $6, number 46. And size-wise, this is what the Colbert glass looks like compared to the Georges Briard lowball. Next up, I have a little bit of handmade pottery that is not signed. And you can still see the char mark from where it's set in the kiln. And my boys have actually used this particular glaze on some of the items I have. So sweet little bowl. It is just over 4 inches across. And it has taken a markdown to $6, number 64. $6, number 64. Next up, we have the little hand-painted, hi Nani, the little hand-painted tin, vintage tin. This is the one where when I tried to take the tag off from the antique store, it did that. It's smooth, like there's no more of the adhesive on there, but that's what it did to the back of it. This is a little box. It is just over 3 inches by almost 2 3/4. Here's the inside. So, little metal box. $6, number 95. Here's another piece, taking a markdown. This is the 1976 lidded dish with fruit on top. There are no chips, no cracks. It's the size. And it was made by Anne, and she did a beautiful job in 1976. Let's take a markdown to $5, number 35. $5, number 35. Next up, we have, I forget that I bought these picks for winter. So I forget to put them in the vases and show you guys how it can look. But we've got this little very 1980s bud vase with the gold accents, the butterfly, the flower. Nice and clean on the inside. This one was fine china made in Japan. And it stands 6 inches tall. Your standard bud vase. It has taken a markdown to $5, number 31. $5, number 31. And then last up, I have some $2 add-ons. And then you'll have to let me know if you would like me to do a recap of some of the stuff from the beginning. Oh, I gotta reach them. So if Sheila wants to add any of these items on, she can let me know. They're going to be $2 add-ons. Of course, you're going to pay far more in shipping for this one. But it is the Jim Beam decanter in that light blue milk glass with the ships on the front. It's in really good condition. There's no issues with it, no chips, no cracks. And it's a $2 add-on if you already made a purchase. Letter S. The little Enesco sugar bowl. This still has its original Enesco sticker. Nice and clean, no chips, no cracks. $2 add-on, letter N. The cracked egg toothpick holder, which is teeny tiny. It's got the peacock on the front. It's got little feetsies. Good morning, Mike. $2 add-on, letter O. And then finally, a mid-century little plate. Gray and pink was by Nobility. This size, and that's a $2 add-on, letter W. And that is everything I've got today. For those of you that came in late, we pulled an affirmation. My daughter got me these for Christmas. They're daily affirmation cards. And our affirmation for today was, be groovy or leave, man. It's not funny. Be groovy or leave. And I did, if you missed the beginning, I did find a second souvenir piece. So the goal this year is to buy one from every state. It has to be $2 or under. It has to be small, and it has to be the state souvenir piece, not like Niagara Falls or a national park or the Grand Canyon or something like that. So I found Iowa, made in Japan, and it was nice and clean. And then the first one that I found was this pewter one from Alaska. And if you missed how the earring declutter is going, I managed to wear earrings for all but 3 days of the first 15 of this month. But I've only managed to get rid of one pair and one ear cuff. So I've got to start wearing the earrings like I don't reach for, maybe. I don't know. But then I wear them and I'm like, oh, well, I used to love these and wear these all the time. So I've not been successful at actually decluttering them, but I've been testing them out. And maybe I will throw them all into a bag and sell them to you guys once I get enough to fill a bag. But I'm not being successful getting rid of them. I'm just remembering why I love them and had them in the first place. All right, if no one wants a recap, I am gonna head out. And Sheila, I am going to try to invoice today. I've got to make sure I've got the right box for that. But it looks like it's going to snow again Saturday. So if I don't get things shipped out on Friday, Thursday or Friday, it's going to have to wait until Monday. Because looks like snow all day Saturday again. Of course, could wake up tomorrow, maybe snow all day tomorrow. You never know in Ohio. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope that you are staying warm, and I am wishing you energy and sunshine because winter is hard. Bye, guys.